The breaking news, the NFL, we are now told, has suspended Patriots quarterback Tom Brady for 4 games without pay for the so-called Deflategate episode. The New England Patriots also, we're told, fined $1 million and will forfeit the club's first-round selection in the 2016 NFL Draft and the 4th-round selection in the 2017 NFL Draft. Major news from the NFL. Christine Brennan is joining us on the phone right now. Christine, give our viewers some perspective on this decision by the NFL.
Well, this is incredibly significant, and they've really, to use an old term, thrown the book at him. We were thinking that would be the case. The NFL was not pleased on 2 fronts. One, the original, of course, cheating from the Welsh report, that there had been this cheating and obviously Deflategate, as everyone knows. But also the fact that the Patriots, and especially Tom Brady, had not cooperated completely with the investigation. And that also rankled the National Football League. And it is not a surprise at all that it's 4 games. It is incredibly significant. It's the highest profile star in National Football League history, Wolf, to receive this kind of a suspension. But it sends a message loud and clear from the National Football League. They're not going to tolerate this kind of behavior, this cheating, and also the lack of cooperation, not only for Brady, but also for the Patriots.
Because the conclusion of that report, as you know, by the attorney who was retained by the NFL, sort of said probably it wasn't 100% definitive, and some people are probably going to say 4 game suspension is too severe. Others will say they wanted him suspended for the whole season. You think 4 games is enough?
I do, Wolf. I think it's a significant penalty. I totally understand that conversation, and people will have it for sure, just like they talk about all sports things, events, and obviously anything related to sports as this is. So I understand the conversation. The preponderance of the evidence, more probable than not, that Tom Brady knew this was more like a civil suit as opposed to a criminal suit. That will always bother some fans, probably Patriots fans, as a matter of fact, some of them. But there were a lot of people in New England that were not pleased when they read the report as well. So, and I think Patriots fans should be given credit. There were quite a few, it sounded like, on polls and, internet polling that showed that they were not pleased with Tom Brady's behavior. But the reality is that the big takeaway for me is that the National Football League has spoken in a huge way and said this is unacceptable. You are not going to be able to do this. You cannot do this. And you also have to participate in any investigation. And again, the Patriots and Tom Brady were not entirely forthcoming. For example, Brady keeping his phone records and his text messages to himself, not sharing those with Ted Wells and his investigators.
The statement that the NFL released, among other things, said quarterback Tom Brady will be suspended without pay for the first 4 games of the 2015 regular season for conduct detrimental to the integrity of the NFL. Brady may participate in all off-season training camp and preseason activities, including preseason games. I don't know if you know the math of how much he's making. 4 games, that could be several $1 million he's going to have to forfeit, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And unfortunately, I'm not looking right now at what he is making, but a player of his caliber, that's a lot of money. And I know that's the issue here, is that when you think of money and you think of multimillionaires, Wolf, as so many of these players are, we kind of roll our eyes and we say, yeah, right, okay, what's that worth? But playing time for a 37-year-old is incredibly valuable. And the idea that you're taking away games at this point in Tom Brady's career, that's worth more than the price of gold. And again, I think that's why this is so significant, that the NFL is taking away the thing that is most precious to Tom Brady, that is playing time towards the end of his career. And again, Patriots Super Bowl champs, as you well know, and they are scheduled to play the Pittsburgh Steelers in the home opener, and that is a big deal. That's the NFL big bash, the season opener. Brady will not be there, and then he'll miss 3 more games. That's a big hit for him and for the team.
Hold on a moment, Christine, because Rachel Nichols is also joining us. Rachel, your reaction to this decision, and I assume the Commissioner Roger Goodell personally authorized it, that Brady will not play for the first 4 games of the season. This upcoming season, 2015, will be suspended without pay, that the Patriots will have a $1 million fine. They'll give up their first-round draft pick. Your reaction?
Yeah, well, this is the NFL putting full faith in their investigation. And as Christine mentioned, making statements not just about breaking the rules, but about impeding an NFL investigation. And I don't think there's any mistake that is part of this punishment. They want to send a message twofold. First of all, to other teams and players around the league. Even if it is not an offense that is going to have a huge impact on a game. And of course, as many Patriots fans have yelled and screamed over the past few months, the inflation rate of a football at that degree of measure is not going to have a huge impact on a game. But they want to make sure every player around the league understands you cannot break the rules. The rules of the competition committee sets are the rules. You cannot bend them. You cannot break them. And the second message they are sending with this harsh level of punishment is, once we sit you down to talk to us, you need to answer. And there were several points throughout this investigation that the investigator, Ted Wells, felt that he was not getting the answers that he wanted. Tom Brady not turning over his phone records was part of it, but there were other steps along the way where they didn't feel like they got full cooperation. And the NFL wants to send the message here, once we go down this path with you, you better answer all of our questions. Otherwise, the penalty you fear from maybe what answers you give us, you're getting it anyway.